Hi, last time we spoke about the different rules in the countries where we're selling. We sell ski property in Austria, France and Switzerland, and of those, France is the easiest for you to buy. In France you can buy what you like, where you like, you can buy in your own name, you can buy in the name of a company. Austria, you can buy pretty much what you like, but when you buy, many of the areas have a restriction that you are obliged to rent your property out when you're not using it. The idea is to create what they call warm beds instead of cold beds where no one is there for the whole season and the owner turns up only for 2 weeks of the year. It's not good for the resort and it's not good for the local economy. So that's why the rule exists. Switzerland don't have that rule. Switzerland have a different rule. They restrict where you can buy. So you can't buy in Zurich or Geneva or the major cities. You can buy in ski resorts, but not in every single ski resort. So throughout the Canton Valais, they allow foreigners to buy, and you can buy freely in Verbier, but the local people in Zermatt decided many years ago that you're not allowed as a foreigner to buy a property in Zermatt. So there are restrictions which change from one place to another. If in doubt, ask us. I've been working in Switzerland for over 30 years now, so I know all the rules and regulations pretty much which affect these things. People often ask me when I have one-to-one meetings with them, what are the difference between the countries in terms of taxes? There is one thing. It's not a boring subject, it's an interesting subject because you can save up to 20% of the purchase costs because one country has very good tax incentives to allow foreigners to buy, and that's France. So in France you'll find that most of the properties on our website are what we call classic freehold. There is no obligation for you to rent your property, but if you decide to rent your property on a proper commercial basis and it's a new property under 5 years old, then you may reclaim the VAT. That's interesting because the VAT rate is 20% in France. So if the property is priced for, say, €1 million, then you can reclaim 200,000 euros from the French tax office. Austria have the same rule. In Austria, many of the properties you are obliged to rent them, and so you don't even pay the VAT. It comes back to you automatically. You don't pay the VAT and reclaim it. You never pay it in the first place. So you're getting still a 20% reduction. Switzerland don't have VAT on new property, so there is no VAT back scheme as such in Switzerland. But Switzerland don't have a rental obligation either. The only exceptions are a couple of new properties which are built under the new rules, where an obligation is in place that you must rent it. There are hardly any of those, but they do exist. Mostly in Switzerland you are free to rent it, not rent it, use it as you wish. There are no rules and regulations. There you go. There it is in a nutshell. You can find further information on our website. If you go to the buyer's information section on our website, you'll see some very detailed information about these topics. But I hope you found that resume useful and interesting. Thank you.